EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway.
Defense. There are 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play, and it's second down now. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard.
Escaping the pressure right.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And we'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
10 more there and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far.
I thought he hit that fucking hole. That hole
over. For a solid game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
There you go.
Down and a run by
there you go. That'd be wrong.
He'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington 1st.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back.
Oh, boy, I hate that passing shit, bro.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Oh,
There, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And McLaurin going to pick up the Commanders' 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 23 yards the pickup there.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 40 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now they're in the hurry up. Back to Robinson now on first down. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And he's going to have the Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practice.
Touchdown! Logan Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they go play action with Howell. Thomas brings it in. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Taken down back at his own 7. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Jackson on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments. You often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham with an amazing diving catch. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. He's got it at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And his throw is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd down. Howell now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
From the gun on third down, Howell. Looking for Dotson. He's got him.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. One-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Gibson again.
Trucks over him. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
Gibson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Option left. Howell's going to run with it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Down the right sideline.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Howell down to throw it.
Flushed out right. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they're going to speed things up here. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Second down throw for Howell. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. Give him 32 on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm a watch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature.